Alrighty guys, so towards the end of this video I'll throw in some clips. I didn't take many videos this weekend. I was doing a lot of running. You know how it goes, it's SDBA. So, I did not pick up nearly as many projects this weekend. Primarily those that either didn't pay the last time or didn't offer to pay me anything. I'm sorry. I needed to be there to either support my friends who are there to support me on a constant basis at the shop, or those who were willing to pay me. It's business, nothing personal. So, went out there this weekend, got into testing yesterday. Nichols was dead on his number, rocking and rolling. His clutch started hanging for a while out there, like almost 3 seconds to couple up and make shift. I was getting worried. So, he threw a set of clutches in it. All our tune-ups went out the window. For the first time in the entire lifetime of that bike having a hand slider, he has a proper clutch set in it. So everything we've ever put in it was out of my junk pile, out of the corner of the shop, right? So I took used fibers and steels and made a stack and made it work. But it always had a bit more slide to it. He has Track Kings now. It has no slide. That mug bites. And it bites hard. We're going to have to pull some weight off of it. So we had 2 washers on each arm and not that high a spring stall. And it shows. That thing hits. So we put the 560 tune-up in it, went up to make a hit for his Super Comp Premier. He's never run Super Comp. And ran 526 with a 117/60 foot. Little friggin' zippy. That was a 560 tune-up all day. So we had to revisit that whole situation and pull a whole bunch of nitrous out of it. But we got it running 560. It is lethal on 560. The 6.0 is a complete freaking guess right now. So I got so focused on getting the 560 going that I know he can drive a stripe in 6.0, so I just put a shit ton of nitrous in it 3 seconds into the run until 6 seconds into the run. It's all the nitrous. So it was a definite breakout tune-up, but it worked for him. He lost, he ran 599 with a 599.49. And got a breakout in 6.0. 560 he lost, and it was my fault. So if you have an air shifter and I have set up your auto shift, get with me. I have a change I need to make. I found a flaw in my tuning method that created a miss-shift with no reshift on auto shift. So he went out, it missed the shift because it was just hazing the tire in 560, and it never attempted a reshift. That is a simple setting. It takes me 3 seconds to fix. Get a hold of me. I need to get it fixed. I fixed it in Brian Dale's bike. Now we're on to Brian Dale. Yesterday, we were throwing the kitchen sink at it. We could not get that thing to work. It is a difficult track to make work. Okay, the prep is not amazing at this track. They're really good about spraying to the 60 foot. Their sprayer needs new nozzles. Their prep crew just needs a new crew. They were dragging half of one groove and not the other half, so your groove you had to work in was about 5 inches wide. Not too optimal. If you got out of that groove, you were done. Especially in the top gas bikes. So we fought with it for a while, and me and him hit it with a false traction control. We knew where in the run it was going to spin every time, so we just pulled timing there and softened it up and kept the chassis happy and didn't touch the nitrous at all, and we found our dial. We dialed our dial. Qualifier number 1, 510 with a 1 and a 4. We are dead on our number, and today it showed. We went round for round for round to the finals against Dustin Lee. Dustin Lee chopped Brian Dale's head off, but wheelied. And when he came down, he scrambled him and almost came around him, but Brian kept the margin and won with, I believe, a 5:12 or 13. It was a good race. It was a very good race. Congratulations to Brian Dale on your win. Very happy to be a part of that program, and always happy to be there. Nichols, we wound up throwing a Hail Mary tune-up in it. He wanted to just see how fast it would go. The track as I said, not that great. Basically, if you want to run top gas, you got to have enough power to run 4s, because you're going to have to soften up the first half of the track to make it get wheel speed and actually get going. We threw what should have been a 4-second tune-up in Nichols' bike, and it made it about 80 feet and just absolutely fucking obliterated the tire the entire rest of the pass. There was no hope in the world for that pass. So, with that, the weekend was pretty good. It was blooming hot, like unbelievably hot. I about died. We actually had to take a heat break. We took an almost 2-hour intermission in the middle of the day because it was 105 degrees in the pits. And it doesn't look like it's going to let up at all. So, overall, good weekend. Those were the 2 bikes I primarily chased. Kevin Jones, as always, out there being a 6.0 killer. He went rounds in not true hand clutch, street ET, and he went a couple rounds in 6.0. Nichols, a couple rounds in 6.0, and actually made it to 3rd round of 560 on his debut of 560. That is a difficult class. Now, he runs 6.0, which is a difficult class, but 560 guys are just something special. Dialing that is hard. Brian Dale went a couple rounds in 560 as well. That tune-up, we know that tune-up. We know what it does. He actually went slow. I'm not entirely sure why. I never looked at the log. Didn't care. We really didn't care. I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, we're pretty good. I'd say the programs I'm working with hand over foot are rocking. They're doing amazing. The guys are great about keeping up with their bikes, keeping up with the data, and giving me the information I need to do my job, and they're doing their job on the tree, on the stripe, and moving on, taking rounds. So I'm happy with all of that. The nitrous kit came in for Tree Man's bike, so I got to get that put on probably Monday. I thought I was going to do it tomorrow, but I forgot their funeral is tomorrow, not today, so I got a funeral tomorrow. I am going. Randy said don't bother. I'm going. I don't care, it's Randy. And then before the next SDBA race, I have to get Randy Kane's bike out because we are going to take it and we are going to run it. And we're going to see what it can do. For now, that's all I really got. I'm going to go ahead and work on the ZX14. Oh, I wanted to mention the motor that exploded on the dyno, the one that's not in one piece anymore. The builder has offered him a new motor, identical. Perfect. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to go get that motor, and I'm going to tear that motor down, go through it, nut, bolt, screw, everything myself. I'm going to have a rods check for round, the crank check for round, everything checked. And we're going to go back together with it, and that bike's going to fly. I do want to thank Spencer for contributing his throttle position sensor that was critical to our Top Gas win this weekend. He will be getting a brand new one. But we lost the throttle position sensor on Brian Dale's bike at the end of testing yesterday, and it was absolute chaos and a shit show scramble to get it back, but we got it rocking. Thanks for watching, guys. I am officially turning the corner to the house. Y'all have a beautiful day. Nichols with his Super Comp debut. First time running this bike in Super Comp. See what it can do. Probably gonna be fast. New clutch, new everything, so this could be zippy. Model's at 1,000. Alright, junior delay is over. Here we go. Might spin, not sure. gonna be slow up front. Hold on up the back door. Not enough.